Dawn breaks over Yun Kingdom's capital. Mist brushes tiled roofs. Sunlight blooms over a carved stone phoenix at the palace gate. Princess Yueren steps into the sun-drenched courtyard. She carries no crown, yet the heavens follow in her stride. Yueren pauses, sensing unease in the wind. Her maid Lian rushes in, bowing low, breathless. "Trouble never arrives alone," Lian whispers. Yuren's expression tightens. Throne hall doors swing open. Ministers dressed in ritual robes line the walkway. Chancellor Meng bows to King Zhuang but never lowers his ambition. Queen Wei sits beside the throne, her cold smile controlled. Princess Yushuang kneels. She is destined to be envoy to Han. Yueren steps forward, breaking protocol. Yueren warns, "Han will not greet us as allies, but jailers." Queen Wei's smile. Her smile is sharper than any sword. Yushuang trembles. She is unsure if Yueren protects or betrays her. Guards escort Yueren out for disrupting court. Moon rises that night. Yueren is lit by candlelight as she studies a scroll of foreign movements. A soldier's urgent footsteps approach her door. Yun Kai enters, armored, ragged from battle. He kneels, presenting proof. A document stolen from Han generals. Yueren examines it, eyes flare with certainty. The document reveals Han demands a hostage princess. Yueren and Yun Kai exchange a determined look. Palace guards search outside. Someone betrayed Yuren's meeting. Yueren hides Yun Kai behind a painted screen of cranes. Queen Wei's spy listens outside the door. Yueren burns the document copy and swallows a scrap of it to destroy evidence. Yun Kai clenches his jaw, watching her drastic act. Palace guards storm her room, but find nothing. Yueren is ordered to remain in her quarters, guarded. Yun Kai slips out through servant passages, guided by Lian. Dawn, again, a new envoy prepares to depart to Han. Yushuang rides at the front, tears hidden behind dignity. Yueren watches through window bars. Yun Kai escapes the capital gates with a scroll sealed to General Rong. Queen Wei stands on balcony, satisfied. Yueren studies the horizon as rain begins to fall. Yun Kai riding through forests, rivers, storms. Yueren writes coded messages with invisible ink made of herbal extract. She folds the message into a lotus replica and gives it to Lian. Lian passes through kitchens, markets, temples to deliver the code. The lotus letter reaches Yun's frontier camp. General Rong slams his fist on a map, orders troops to mobilize. Back at the palace, Yueren plays Guqin before nobles, feigning innocence. Queen Wei applauds, unaware Yuren's tune hides coded war signals. Chancellor Meng studies Yueren with suspicion. Messengers rush in. "The enemy arrives!" Panic in the court. Queen Wei falters. Yueren rises, unbidden, and offers strategy. Ministers kneel reluctantly to her command. Yueren sends her first official order as acting strategist. Soldiers rush into armories, fastening armor. Yueren stands above war map with generals. Yun Kai arrives at the border fort, greeted by exhausted soldiers. Han troops approach like a dark tide beyond misty hills. Yueren writes directives for the front, her brushstrokes swift. Yun Kai flips the letter in his hand, reading her strategy. Soldiers train under his command. Drills become precise, deadly. Yueren poisons supply routes, sending decoy grain to Han spies. Chancellor Meng secretly meets with Queen Wei in shadowed alcove. Meng holds a hidden letter from Han, a covert alliance. Queen Wei burns the letter, ashes drifting like snow. Yueren inspects incoming rations. She tastes the grain herself. She discovers poison meant to kill Yun soldiers slowly. Yueren confronts the kitchen overseer. The overseer is arrested. Queen Wei watches, feigning shock. On battlefield, Yun Kai leads cavalry charge through storming wind. Han archers rain arrows, Yun shields form a wall. Yun Kai cuts through enemy lines, precise and merciless. Yueren receives battlefield updates via coded bird messages. She smiles faintly, realizing Yun Kai followed her exact trap layout. Han commander panics as supply carts explode, her poison decoy grain ignites. Yun Kai raises his banner high. Troops rally with roar. News reaches the palace. Yun army holds the border. Yueren bows before King Zhuang, requesting full authority to defend the realm. King Zhuang grants her the moon seal of command. Queen Wei's knuckles whiten behind her sleeves. Yueren sacrifices her comfort, discarding Yvel's, dressing in understated strategist robes. Yun Kai studies the moon, feeling something change. Yueren sends secret reinforcement routes, bypassing main roads. Queen Wei seduces a hesitant minister into betraying Yuren's plans. The traitor sends messages to Han through hidden trade caravans. Yueren predicts the betrayal and plants false strategy. Han marches directly into a ravine, Yun forces hidden above. Rainstorm breaks, Yun soldiers drop oil jugs, ignite them. Yun Kai leads descending assault with rope hooks. Han troops retreat, commander captured. Yueren interrogates prisoner personally under lantern glow. She learns Han planned to keep Yushuang hostage forever. She sends order to rescue Yushuang covertly. Yueren writes a personal letter to Yun Kai. Yun Kai reads the letter in a quiet tent. He tucks the letter inside his armor, close to his heart. Yueren supervises warforging new steelwork alloyed with meteor iron. Yun Kai's sword, reforged, glows with strange dark sheen. Queen Wei's spy network collapses. Yueren arrests key informants. Meng sees Yueren's growing influence. His smile fades. Yueren receives an encrypted message about a traitor among generals. She confronts General Liang, publicly accusing him with undeniable proof. Liang reaches for his sword. Yueren steps forward without fear. Yun Kai arrives unexpectedly, disarming Liang in one motion. Yueren stands over a table of sealed reports, moonlight reflecting on ink. Yun Kai kneels before a map. Soldiers training behind him. Secret messenger arrives with coded letter marked Yun Grain Reserves. Yueren carefully burns the envelope after reading. Chancellor Meng convenes late-night council, eyes cold. Queen Wei watches from a hidden corridor, silent and calculating. Yueren meets Yun Kai in an abandoned watchtower. Yueren said Chancellor Meng steals grain. Queen Wei waits to strike him. Yun Kai replied, "Then we make both believe they are winning." Grain convoy routes altered secretly by Yueren's order. Soldiers loyal to Yueren quietly replace convoy guards. Queen Wei receives manipulated grain reports showing Meng's full control. Chancellor Meng gets a forged ledger implying Queen Wei's bribed officers. Two factions now suspect each other. Yueren watches from palace balcony, wind stirring her hair. Yun Kai trains elite riders at dawn, preparing for palace defense. Are assassins hired by Meng spy on Yun Kai's drills. Yueren plants false rumor. King Zhuang is losing strength. Council members secretly approach Yueren, seeking future favor. Chancellor Meng confronts Queen Wei in private hall. They accuse each other subtly, testing lies. Yueren observes conversation from reflection in bronze mirror. King Zhuang grows weak. Ministers panic. Yueren orders stable keepers to prepare emergency evacuation routes. Yun Kai inspects palace guard rotations. Notes flaws intentionally left. Chancellor Meng orders assassins to kill Yun Kai. Yun Kai leads the assassins into a trap at moonlit training ground. Assassins got captured without killing them. Yueren questions assassin leader privately. Then she releases him deliberately. Assassin reports failure and trap to Chancellor Meng. Meng vows to strike before Queen Wei uses this weakness. Yueren whispers to Queen Wei's attendant. Meng prepares a blow. Queen Wei deploys hidden guards near the council hall. Yueren stands alone at shrine to the ancestors. Meng's men enter council hall armed, disguised as messengers. Queen Wei's hidden guards encircle them suddenly. Meng escapes through secret corridor. Yueren steps from shadows of corridor, blocking his exit. Yueren said, "Your next move decides whether you live or remain useful." She offers him a scroll, not a threat. Scroll reveals terms. Meng aids Yueren. She protects him from Queen Wei. Meng slowly nods, defeated but intrigued. Yun Kai waits outside corridor, hand resting on sword but not drawing it. Yueren and Yun Kai step into torchlight, walking side by side. King Zhuang collapses. Palace erupts into cries and chaos. Yueren orders palace sealed, guards controlled by Yun Kai. Ministers demand entry. Yueren denies them. Stabilization first. Yun Kai locks armory, posting elite riders at entrances. Yueren stands before King Zhuang's unconscious form, silent. Ministers crowd outside sealed royal chambers, shouting demands. Yun Kai signals guards to lower spears, forming an unbroken wall. Queen Wei approaches in full ceremonial robes, commanding attention. Queen Wei said, "Open the chambers." Yueren replied, "Not until stability is guaranteed." Queen Wei considers force but stops. Chancellor Meng enters to everyone's shock, supporting Yueren's order. Meng said to ministers, "Stability before ceremony." Queen Wei watches him intently, trying to read betrayal. Ministers, unsure who holds power, disperse nervously. Yueren motions Yun Kai to stand guard inside the chamber itself. Physicians attend to King Zhuang as Yueren questions them. Yueren asked, "Cause?" Physician answered, "Poison, slow, disguised as medicine." She collects the king's medicine vial, holding it to candlelight. Yueren hands the vial to Yun Kai silently. Yun Kai stores the vial inside his armor plate. Yueren confronts the physicians not with threats, but promises. Yueren said, "Speak when summoned. Stay silent otherwise. And live." Physicians bow, terrified grateful. Queen Wei questions guards, trying to regain control. Meng intercepts Wei, whispering strategic half-truths. Meng said, "Rumors say your allies poison the king." Wei replied, "Rumors can be created as easily as stopped." Wei leaves, unsettled. Meng smiles faintly. Yueren orders silent arrests of kitchen workers who handled medicine. The hearings took place in a secluded courtyard, attended only by Yueren. Servants crack, confessing orders from the queen's retainer. Yueren burns the testimonies, keeping them memorized only. Yunkai brings a sealed list of palace guards bribed by Meng. Yueren ordered control half, let the other half believe they serve others. Yunkai nods strategy understood without debate. Palace guards reorganized subtly, no bloodshed, only shifts in command. Queen Wei receives false report. Meng controls guards. Queen Wei rushes to secure allies at night. Yueren secretly watches from rooftop wind, lifting her sleeve. Dawn ceremony planned court to decide temporary regent. Yunkai inspects ceremonial guards, unexpected military precision. Chancellor Meng remains quiet, watching all sides unravel. Queen Wei prepares a speech. Practicing an empty hall, Yueren drafts a decree for King's recovery, naming a protector of the realm. Yueren said, the realm needs one voice. Yunkai said, you choose who speaks it? Yueren seals the decree but leaves the title blank. At ceremony, Queen Wei steps forward, expecting leadership. Yueren presents decree to ministers, letting them fill the name. Ministers speak one name in unplanned unison. Princess Yueren. Yueren bows humbly, face calm. Yunkai signals guards ceremonial but unmistakably protective stance. Queen Wei was forced to mimic acceptance. Chancellor Meng applauds first, loudest. Yueren becomes protector of the realm, not queen. Sick King Zhuang opens his eyes briefly, seeing Yueren command. Yueren orders investigation into grain, poison, and loyalty. Yunkai leads elite patrols across palace and borders. Yuan at council seat, ministers beneath her. Queen Wei retreats alone into darkness of her chambers. The banners of court hang straight, not trembling in wind. Symbol of order. Yueren and Yunkai study a board showing new provincial defenses. She draws a circle around 3 rebel families. Yunkai slides the sword token forward and said, we strike before they guess they've been discovered. Officers were placed under house arrest, and armies were placed under the crown's command without bloodshed. A black seal was stamped onto the confiscation edicts. The court treasurer bowed, presenting the ledgers to Yueren. Yueren drafts new legal code, punishment for corruption scaled by rank, not crime. Opposing ministers glance nervously. A few kneel to pledge early loyalty. Yueren addresses them only with a nod, reward measured, not wasted. Yunkai drills a new elite company, Shadow Pike Guard. Han Envoy arrives attempting to test Yun's vulnerability. Yueren receives him alone. Envoy offers false alliance to provoke war with Wei. Yueren quietly counters. A grain for horses pact, impossible to refuse. Envoy tries to calculate her price. She simply closes the ledger. Han is forced into a pact giving Yun fertile horses, no alliance entallments. Court gasps she outplayed a neighboring nation without war, without tribute. King Zhuang observes from throne. He doesn't speak, yet nods. He signs the pact. Her policy becomes law. Yueren returns to strategy hall. Yunkai is waiting, silent. He places new troop assignments on the table. She adjusts positions to ensure no general controls more than one border. The 2 strategies align into one diagram, state centralization grid. Announcement in court. Yueren appointed chief strategic minister, outranking traditional nobles. Gasps, murmurs, former nobles kneel reluctantly. Their hesitation is noted. Yueren memorizes each face. Yunkai is named military enforcer of the council, boundary of law through force. The pair stand side by side, not close, but equal height in authority. Yueren orders roads expanded for rapid troop movement and taxation efficiency. Brick by brick, central power becomes physical reality. Yunkai audits garrisons. Disloyal officers are removed quietly, replaced with merit-based ranks. Trade routes open through Wei after precise negotiations. Yun economy rises. Yueren reviews census reforms, gaining true population data for tax calculations. Ministers panic at exposure of inflated accounts. She signs them into law without pause. Yunkai publicly executes one corrupt noble to set precedent. Crowds watch in silence. Fear shifts to respect. Yueren and Yunkai face the court. None dare oppose. Yueren becomes consort strategist, without royal marriage. A role of power, not affection. Nobles realize she controls administration while remaining politically unattached. They cannot leverage her. Yunkai receives a ceremonial jade blade symbol of lawful violence. Together, they oversee Yun's first full audit of military and grain. Merchant guilds petition Yueren for regulation. She accepts, but on state terms. Roads and depots are fortified as military supply hubs. Refuge for scholars opens talents rewarded, regardless of bloodline. Yun's scholars flock to Yueren, generals follow Yunkai. Court divides under two banners of competence. King Zhuang watches proudly but cautiously. He knows they are now indispensable. Yueren's final reform was to rotate provincial tax commissioners to prevent bribery networks. Yun Kai enforces rotation with armored escorts, preventing local resistance. The treasury overflows. Military expands. Law stabilizes. Nobles try secret alliances. All were discovered through Yueren's census data tracking. Yun Kai visits each noble house at night, disarmament by intimidation. Nobles surrender rights to private militias. Yun becomes sole military power. Yueren stands over a map of all 7 states. Her reforms form pathways not for defense, but for future conquest. Yun Kai stands beside her. He places the sword token at the state of Han border. Yueren places a grain seal at the same border. A smile not of joy, but calculation. The alliance has become the foundational engine of Yun power.